Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. Just want to take a look at today's news and just kind of break it down, get your guys' thoughts on it. I want to talk about the youth movement that I really see coming through on this team right now. I cannot tell you guys how much I truly love that. But we're going to jump into it all. Let me know what you guys are thinking about it. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate that. It seriously helps my channel out. But we're not going to waste too much time tonight. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll start with the boring stuff first, but it's probably the most important thing out there. The NFL passed out memos today to all the teams just saying that the false positives could really affect game time decisions and things like that out there. So they're going to go to a 3-test phase out there to where if you fail your first test, you immediately get quarantined, and then you get to take another test. If you pass that, then you're active to go. If you fail that, then you take a third test that's like really in depth. And if you end up passing that, then you are ready to go out there and you can play in that game. I was super happy to see that. It's going to cut down a lot of the BS cuts of people not being able to play, especially come game day when these games start counting out there. And I mean, if you do go out there and you fail 3 tests, you shouldn't be playing out there. It is what it is. So I was really happy to see that. I know it's not huge news, but it's really going to affect the whole league. That 3-step test system is really huge for us, so I'll take that all day, like all day long. Let me go ahead and jump into a few of these real quick. Oh man, you guys have been going at it. Oh, Diego. Mayock and Gruden has brought this youth. Man, if Mayock really might have Gruden brought into this youth movement, I'll take that, man, because I don't care if this blows up in our face. I truly don't. Just to see all these dudes hit the field at the same time, I'll take it. It's only going to make us better moving forward. But I'm telling you right now, these guys are so jacked up, and their confidence is at such a high level. This might work, dude. It gets sticky in the neck. Little Sean, what's up, dude? What's going on? This defense will be light years better if Abram can stay on the field 16 games or more. Dude, Abram is a big key to this. He has to be able to stay healthy. He has to stay out there for us. Derwin James gone for the season. 6 to 8 months for... Damn, dude. I talked about that last night. So it was a full tear. That sucks for him. I know he's not a Raider, but that dude has more talent in his little finger than I do, and probably my whole damn body. It just sucks to see players that are that damn good just get hit with that injury bug. But takes this season off, gets healed up. I'd take a chance on him. I'm telling you right now, I'd take a chance on him. Kevin, what's going on, dude? Can't wait for the season to start. So pumped. Dude, I'm right there with you, Kevin. Right there. With Prince gone, Arnett, Mullen, and Isaiah, the future quarterbacks of the Raiders. Woo, man, we're going to jump into that, dude. I'll take that all damn day. Tupac, what's going on, dude? With Prince gone, Amik's getting his 21. I'm willing to guess he stole that out of his locker as soon as he was out of the building. You know that's coming, Roy. You are 100% right on it. It's great to see we didn't give up draft picks to get Yannick. I would have... Oh, dude. That would have been Mac 2.0. They're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay him big time once this season's over. So we'll see what happens with that. Amik was getting work outside. Ooh, man. I did not see that. I don't want to see that, to be completely honest with you. I think they're just kind of moving him around, just trying to see what he can and can't do out there. I'm not worried about him not making this team. I know he's had a few setbacks out there and hasn't really been keeping up out there, but he's not going anywhere. Nixon might be doing better than Isaiah Johnson. I'm going to talk about both those dudes here in a second, dude. Yeah, I've heard Nixon has been doing a good job. And Johnson, yeah, he has been. And I'm telling you, dude, I got a special spot for Nixon in my heart. I really think that kid's fighting for something out there. I don't trust Amik or Joyner. I could see exactly where you're coming from right there. I think Nixon is the number 3 nickel. I think Nixon is fighting for that number 1 nickel. I'll jump into that more in a second, too. Joyner was trash last year, and Amik is too small. I mean, I could see where you're coming from. Amik plays way big. He reminds me so much of Carl Joseph out there. It's unreal. Tell Amik that. Yeah, go say that right to his face and see what happens. Amik is struggling, I heard, but he'll find it, dude. I promise you he will. He's constantly bullied guys, Edwards and Darren Waller's size in college, and give him more time, especially with this whack off. Dude, this offseason is insane. It's hurt so many of these rookie guys out there. That's why I was so shocked to see Prince get cut, especially with the way that this offseason has been. But I'm telling you, if he got cut, then people are showing up out there, and ooh, man, I'm loving that. He will be good. I promise. With time, he will be great. I just think Amik is getting... Oh, I just see Amik getting trucked by running backs and abused by wide receivers. You start going through his tape, you can pick it apart. It's like any dude in the NFL, man. If you could put together a tape of somebody doing great, you could put together a tape of somebody doing trash. It's just about showing up out there and doing it right. he should get more looks once the roster cut down. Yes, that is a straight fact right there. I like Keyshawn Nixon. That's my guy. That's my Anthony, dude. I'm right there with you, man. That's my dude too. I'm telling you, he is. He was the best defender on his team and is a sure tackler and a hard hitter. Look back at his college film, true, but didn't he play at a weak school? He played at a smaller school, but I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from that dude. I wouldn't say weak, but he's lining up against some good guys consistently. He was, but I mean, he had some game. I mean, he played against Edwards out there, so I mean, he's lining up against some competition out there. His tape is impressive, but I need to see. Yes, that is it. That is a straight fact right there. You need to see it transition. Brian, what's up, dude? What's going on, man? I'm glad you made it out. Oh, Reno, what's up, dude? Oh, Fierce, I'm glad you made it out, dude. Pizza, what's going on? Marcus man, you are killing me with this pizza. Killing me. Napoleon, what's up, dude? Welcome out. Having no preseason sucks. Like, totally sucks. I really wanted to see Mariota go out there and just work with these guys and just be able to see it on film. I want to see Peterman, honestly, go out there and just kind of work and just see how he's running this offense in his second year of actually being in it. So it sucks, but we don't get it. We just don't. Fargo, Fournette. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it real quick because that's what everybody's been talking about. Fournette ended up getting cut, just straight up cut off the Jags out there. They were trying to deal him. Nobody would bite on it. A lot of people were saying they do not want to see Arnett come into this because he's bad for the locker room. Here's my take on it. The Jags are like a straight dumpster fire out there. There's people that have been trying to get off that team for years right now. Fournette has had his injury woes. He has had a mouth on him, but at the same time, if you're truly not happy in a situation, you're going to end up getting pissed. And I mean, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us out there. I'm not completely sold on Fournette. I know we could afford Fournette for a season to bring him over here. So I really did want to get your guys' opinions on that. I'm leaning... I think there's other running backs out there we could still get that could fit that role of the Fournette for us. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn my nose up at bringing in a dude that was a featured running back on a team that actually had great potential before they just started cutting every damn piece off of it. And I think that's really what pissed Fournette off and really got him in this slump out there. I think Fournette's the kind of dude to where if you gave him a change of scenery and put him on a new team, especially a team like this that's young and hyped up as hell and ready to go, I think you would see a world of difference out of him, and I think him playing that spell back to Jacobs would be an awesome, like, 1-2 punch. But I'm not completely sold on it. If we were completely sold on it, I think you would have seen a trade out there. But the fact that he was just straight up cut, there has to be something more to it, so I really want to see what happens with it. But, I mean, if he's out there and we get our shot at it, I honestly see him going to somebody else before us, the way that everything's going to end up shaking out with it. But if we get a shot, I wouldn't be upset if we did take it. Power to me, what's going on, dude? You did make it. I appreciate you coming out, man. Andrew, what's up, dude? I'm hyped about this season. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Jeremiah, what's going on, dude? Love your work. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for making it out. Fournette is the perfect power back. He is. And just to be that spell power back for us, I'll take that, dude. I'll take that all damn day. 13 days? Dude, 13 days. What, we only got like 5 days right now until we get to see our true 53 out there? So happy about that. Junior, what's going on, dude? I read that Nab isn't practicing with the first team because Key is making dude, I'm telling Key is stepping up out there, like stepping up. And I don't care if Nazip needs to take a little bit of extra time. I'm not really going to doubt Nazip at this point. He's learning a whole new system out there. Paid that dude a good bit of money. But if Key moves into that number 3 spot and Nazip moves into that number 4, whether it be for the season or just for a few weeks, I'll take that all damn day, dude, because it's still perfect depth out there. Oh, Bob, what's going on, man? I'm glad you could make it out. Bob usually hits me up in the comments all the time. I'm glad you made it to the live show, man. Don't worry about Nazib. Chill out, Nate. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Renee, what's going on? Let them play in games first, and then you can... Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. That's how it goes for so many of these dudes. Thoughts on Fournette for cheap. Backfield with Jacobs would invite... That's what I'm saying. And then you could cut Peterman. You could keep him. Go ahead and you get rid of Rod, you get rid of Booker, you get rid of that whole back end of that thing. You keep those starting 5 out there. That would be looking damn good for us. Rashard could stay your third down back. You'd have your 1-2 punch out there. You'd have Bowden as that wild card, and you'd have Ingold as your fullback. That's looking nice, dude. I mean, I would definitely take it. And he's going to come way cheaper than a dude like Freeman out there or some of those other backs that are still sitting out there. And for a 1-year deal to push us through until we can go out there and get that rookie back or get somebody off free agency next season, I'd take that all damn day. And I'm telling you, if he can get back to where he was playing before all this crap, that would be a dynamite 1-2 punch, dude. Who's going to be the one time? That's what I'm still waiting to see, dude. I'm still waiting to see that, Luke. It's not his fault. Arden Key has looked no, dude. Arden Key has looked awesome, and Arden Key has been putting in work, and Arden Key knows this defense. I think that's the biggest thing that's really separating them right now. I want to like Arnett, but I got Nixon starting opposite of Mullen by week 3. That's bold, Brian. That's bold, but I'll take it, dude. All 12 Chargers fans, they're all crying, probably sitting in a circle together, cracker in the middle. Who are the 6 cornerbacks going to be? That's going to be a big one to see how it shakes out. I'm telling you right now, I was shocked that Prince got cut today. I mean, but you can go ahead and think about it. I mean, you're going to have Arnett. You're going to have Mullen. You're going to have Isaiah Johnson out there. And Nixon's going to end up making it. It's going to be have to see how those last 2 kind of shake up out there. Leonard Fournette to the Raiders. Jacobs and Fournette would make a #1 running back tandem. It would be strong, dude. It really would be strong. Glad we took Miller instead of James. Would have oh, dude. All right, I'll give you that. But dude, I'm confident in Miller out there, dude. James, I love. I truly do. He ended up going a lot later than that. He ended up going at like 17 or 18, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I knew it was later in the draft. But I did want him. There was a lot of hype behind him coming out. That injury bug, dude. You never know who it's going to hit, and it just totally screwed that kid. Bacteria, what's going on, dude? Josh Jacobs don't need a duo. He's a 300-plus carries for 40 or 50 catches. The only thing I worry about with him is just him getting banged up again and just getting hurt. And even if he's hurt and still playing like he was last season, at least you have somebody that can spell him a lot better than we had last year. It's just why I want to see another one of these dudes come in there. Nixon will not start at outside. It'll be Arnett. I would agree with that. I'll get into that in a second. Do you want Leonard Fournette? I would take him if everything worked out perfectly, because I think that dude really just needs a change of scenery out there. Is Nixon a good cornerback? He's had his moments out there. I've seen him play pretty damn good. I've seen him get toasted out there. We all have. I do like him. I think he's fighting for Joyner's job, dude. I promise you, I think he's fighting for Joyner's job. And I really think that Arnett and Mullen and Isaiah Johnson all want to see him take Joyner's job. They're all starting to form like a little group out there. You can see it on Instagram if you follow these dudes, and it's really big, dude. Joker, are you concerned with our young cornerback group is? Tom Beatty's going to be licking his chops. That is one thing that does concern me, dude. It truly, truly does. But I think the mistakes that they make will be outset by the plays that they make. Oh, man, it skipped all the way again. Damn it, I hate that. Sorry, man. You guys know how it is. Once my screen slips like that, it kills me. Nicholas, what's going on, dude? What's up, Joku? But hey, Isaiah Johnson isn't going to be cut. So hyped about that. He'll be, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I really like Isaiah Johnson. I'm still really pulling for that kid. I don't think there is any chance that he does get cut out there, so I'm not worried about that. I trust the front office. I support Nixon. He's a local. I like Nixon, man. I really think that kid has a serious shot at doing something special this season. Does Colton Miller look like he gained more muscle than Colton Miller's been putting in some damn work, dude. And he's been working like straight up with Richie out there, and those two working together, it's going to change his mindset a little bit. And he has, man. He's put on some size. He's looking damn good this year. He's a shutdown left tackle, dude. I'm loving that. Rich, what's going on? Meek plays like the Honey Badger, small with great technique. I'll take that, dude. I'll take that. Alfred, what's going on? It's our turn. You're damn straight it's our turn, dude. Put him out there. See what happens and just see if it works, because I'll take it, dude. And we deserve it right now. I expect big things from Amik once he gets used to the speed difference. I think that's going to be a big part of it. I think that's where he's struggling a lot right now. And just the size and the power of the people that you play against in the NFL compared to what you were playing against in college. And I understand he was playing against other really good college players out there, but when you get into a receiver that's been in the league for a good 4 to 5 years, it's a hell of a lot different than going up against some dude that you played in college a couple times. Amik is there specifically to be a slot cornerback? Yes, that is the whole reason we brought him onto this team. You are 100% correct on that. Amik went to a weak school, but an All-American 2 years in a row, ran from the bigger guys, plus he's a ball hawk. I'll give you that, Raiders Drew. Drew, welcome to the show, man. D is going to deliver in a big way. I really think they are, man. I truly, truly think they are. I think we have the people out there on the offensive side of the ball. It'll be like our offensive line. It'll be Carr to keep these guys grounded, keep everybody moving in the right direction. And then on the defense, you're going to have guys out there like Hukowski and Littleton to kind of just keep everybody moving the right way. Even Hankins will have his voice out there. So I'm really happy to see it out there, man. Hey, son, oh, Dominic, what's going on, dude? In my opinion, they still should have done preseason. I think they could have pulled off at least 1 or 2 games out there. I don't think it would have been an issue. I seriously think they could have pulled that off. But I think they really just wanted to see how everything was going to work out and how the numbers and everything were working. I can see both sides of it, but I do think they could have pulled off at least 1, dude. McLeod, what's going on, dude? Yeah, dude, I'm excited as hell to see him hit that field. I wanted to beat the Niners in preseason. I would have loved that. I would have truly loved that. Fans or no fans, all games should be the same, consistent across the board. Rich, yes, I completely 100% agree with you right there. If you're not going to let some teams have fans, and it might not even be their decision, it might be the state's decision or whatever it is, but if one team can't have it, no team should have it. That should be consistent. I'm amazed that it's not, but it's all up. That decision right there is completely about money, like completely about money. Meek plays the hardest position on the defense, and he's a good rookie. He will be great. He will be, but it's going to take him some time. I'm not going to jump into it too much. Costas, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. I'd say Nixon is the number 2 nickel right now, actually, because he knows the defense and he has a taste of the real NFL speed. But Amik is supposed to be the future of the slot corner, and I'll give you that. And if we can get to the point to where we end up dealing Joyner off this team, or we end up cutting him, and then you have Nixon out there, and then Amik, or vice versa, or however you want to switch that, that's still great depth at that position, and it's young, and it's incredibly fast. So I'll take it, dude. Oh man, yep, had tickets to that Niners game. Do you really want to fault someone for failing? No, dude, that is exactly what I'm saying. You cannot fault anybody for coming off that Jags team, dude. They pretty much have just... At first, I thought they were trying to rebuild. I really didn't. I was like, all right, they're just going to go through a rebuild. It is what it is. They're going to go out there and cut a bunch of these dudes, make a bunch of trades, just start over again. But they haven't stopped doing that. And they're not really adding anything to that team. I don't know. That team confuses the hell out of me. I'm not even going to lie. They were so close and then just trashed the entire thing. If you can bring Fournette in and let him know he's on a short leash, you got to try. That's what I'm saying, dude. Bring it out there. Put him on a 1-year deal. Bring him over. You pay him the rest of the money that we have out there, but then you have that running back that, honestly, we really, really need out there. I think we've taken care of that linebacker position. Then you get that solid number 2 out there that can take over the number 1 if something does happen to Jacobs. We'd be looking damn good with that. I think Amik could do Joseph's job, but not vice versa. Yes, yeah. Key showing up makes us much. Key showing up is a huge difference, dude. You guys know me, Dan. You know how much I pull for Arden Key. I'm like a damn Arden Key fan channel over here. Don't cut Peterman. He's the GOAT. The Peterman has to go. This team has too much depth, and there's too many other positions that we have to work with. I'm not saying we cut him. You just put him on the practice squad. Nobody's going to go out there and grab him, and we'll still have access to him. Richie Cheddar, what's going on, dude? What is your profession? I own a couple pizza places. I pretty much sling pizzas at night, or sling pizzas all day and then cut videos at night. It's a good life, dude. I'm not complaining about it at all. Key looks bigger and stronger. He kind of... Gabe, what's going on, dude? I really like Eldon Smith. I was shocked that we didn't make a little play at him. Him being over in Dallas actually worked out for them, so that is what it is. I liked Eldon Smith when he was a Raider, and no, he never actually did anything for us, but that dude had all the talent in the world and just screwed the pooch with it, so that kind of sucks to see, but I would have taken another shot at him. Bowden Jr. can be the emergency quarterback 3, don't need Peterman. You're right. I mean, you're 100% right on that. I just don't know if Gruden would ever see it that way. You know how Gruden is with his quarterbacks. Yeah, and people were mad that they took Miller over Derwin. The best ability is availability. That is a straight fact. Junior, I love the competition Key is bringing. Dude, let him bring it, dude. It only helps us out in the long run. Damn. Hate that, dude. So if it's in here called Prince getting cut last night, that is very true. And I did not, and you guys had me on that one. I really thought Prince was going to be that depth guy for us and just kind of the veteran guy in that cornerback room, but apparently, I mean, if you're getting cut and you're the first one cut out of that cornerback room, you're not keeping up, and that is what it is. How many sacks for Key? Dude, if Key can go out there and get... I know I say it for Farrell too, but he's going to be a rotational guy. But if he can get to 7 or 8, that would be a huge season for Key. He's always so damn close, but just never finishes. It blows my mind. I think this will be the year that he gets that over the top. I'm hoping the Key can force some turnover. Yeah, I think he will. Fumbles, yes. Oh, Carlos, what's going on, dude? I want Madre protected on the practice squad if necessary. Madre might be another reason that a dude like Prince was cut out there. Prince, I'm telling you, Prince getting cut, that blew my mind, dude. That is what started this whole youth movement out there. How would you use Fournette? Because then it's Jacobs in the first and second down, Jalen's the third. So how could we use Fournette? Luke, I think it would pretty much just be as a spellback. I mean, if our defense plays as good as it's supposed to be out there, and we could start going on those long methodical drives out there, Jacobs going to need a break. He's going to have to come off the field if he has just like a little tweak or something. You have to have a guy you can stick in there. Plus, if you can get into that balance of that true 1-2 punch out there with Jacobs taking the majority of it, but bringing Fournette in doesn't necessarily say okay, now we're passing. Now it's definitely a passing down. You still have that option. It goes a long way. I think Fournette would be a little bit pissed with the limited amount of work that he has, but it would still be huge for this team, and I really don't think he would care as long as we were winning. Do you have an Instagram? I do. I follow only Raider players on it. I'm not even going to lie. We are thin at running back. I would like to see another real running back, i.e. Jacobs. That's what I'm saying, dude. That is what I'm saying. And that's why so many people are so high on Fournette out there. That's why I was talking about Freeman coming onto this team before Fournette ended up getting cut. So we'll have to see. I think Lawson is staying on the team. Jason, what's going on, dude? Lawson's another one I'm kind of going back and forth on out there. I think he has a serious shot. We re-signed him this offseason for a reason. So, I mean, he can play that nickel spot. He truly can. He can compete with Joyner for it. I don't know, man. He's just one of those guys that's a little bit older, and I just see this team getting taken over right now because these dudes are playing so damn good out there. Do you like Lawson? I do like Lawson. I liked him when he was playing that nickelback for us for a little bit last season. Yeah, I heard we can get 4 guys right away safe in our practice squad without them having to go through the waivers, so we can put them Harper, Aitman, Cotton Sr., and Nick Bowers. I think that would be a pretty safe 4 out there. Read Coward's prediction of our record this year. Coward has no... Dude, he has 5-11, dude. 5-11. If I could have reached through my TV, I would have slapped the taste right out of his mouth, dude. Lawson might get cut. I think it's down to Lawson versus Nixon. If it's down to Lawson versus Nixon, I'm telling you right now, Lawson's going to lose that battle just because the people in that secondary, they want Nixon, dude. Those guys are out there cutting it up. They're hanging out together. Dude, that's what I want to see. I want to see the dudes that have gelled come out there and form whatever position group we're talking about. And those guys have out there. Lawson looked like Mr. Ketchup last year. Got to keep up the contact. Well, Raiders Rich, what's up, man? I appreciate you coming out, man. You've been here for a long time, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Great job, son. You're growing every day. I'm trying, dude. I'll tell you right now, though, my biggest damn fear is this channel getting so big that I can't keep up with you guys. So it's like I'm really happy on one end that I'm growing because I love doing this, but at another point, it's like the whole reason I do this is just to bullcrap Raider football with you guys every night. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for me, but I love it, dude. I truly do. John Gruden's last press conference, he looked like he had a bunch of secrets. Dude, I'm telling you, Rito, you are 100% right about that. He kept looking down, looking away. He would not talk about these. Gruden knows exactly what he has right now, and I'm so damn happy to see it. And I really just didn't. I think that's where Mayock comes into this, and Mayock's just kind of in his ear like, dude, I have you all this talent on this team. Let these young kids go out there and play. If they hit that wall, so be it. If we end up going out there and blowing out a bunch of teams and just excelling, then we hit that wall and we end up dropping a few games off, but we still squeak into that wild card spot, and then we get that energy back because we're in the playoffs, you're going to see some special damn things happen out there, man. I'm telling you right now you are. Lawson is suspended 1 game for swinging a helmet. After, yes, you are right about that. They should play the video game fan audio like MLB. I really think, I don't know, like, I was watching ESPN the other day, and they were in the Dallas stadium, and it sounded so terrible behind that announcer trying to talk. And they had the fan noise going, and I'm sure they're going to adjust it, and there's nothing else to really work on out there. So, any updates on Muse's progress? Who was it? Rich Bisaccia gave his little press conference out there today talking about special teams. He talked about Muse. Well, he talked about all the rookies just kind of doing everything they need. I really think you're going to see Muse really hit practice squad or the special teams really hard out there. I think that's where you're going to see him the majority of his plays, probably for that first, honestly, probably 8 to 10 weeks in my opinion. But then you're going to see him start working into some of these rotations, barring injuries and stuff like that. I think Muse is going to end up being a awesome linebacker for us, but I think it's going to take some time, and I think he's going to have his job out there. Muse looked good on his highlight in the last break. He did. Yes, he did. Raiders are barely 2.5-point favorites against the Panthers week 1. We need to go out there and crush that team and just set the tone right there. Because if we can get that energy and that hype behind us before we come back home for our opening home opener in Vegas, the first game ever in Vegas, if this team went out there and really kicked the crap out of the Panthers, their confidence would be through the roof. It might be high enough to where it screws us, but I still want to see them go out there and hit it, dude. Have you heard all the Raiders home crowd Madden 21? They even had the Raiders. Man, I forgot. I follow this one dude that plays, it's like TD Barrett, and he plays Madden all the time, but he's like one of the best Madden players in the world from everything that he says out there. But he did a video today talking about how the Raiders offense is without a doubt the fastest offense in that entire game, and he went out there and he kicked the crap out of some people, dude. McMillan allows Muse to develop with less pressure. Yes, exactly, and I will take that all day. Jacobs and Fournette, Garner and Wheat, dude. A lot of people have been begging for that, and you did. You'd have your speed, everything back, and you'd have your power, dude, out there. And the way that Gruden's building this, I'm telling you right now, dude, it looks like that's what he would want. Keep an eye on Fournette. I'm not going to jump into it because I kind of, it seemed like as soon as Yannick got signed, I was like, oh, man, thankfully. All I have to hear about is a little bit of Clowney. And then the next day, Fournette gets cut. It's like, here we go. So let's just keep an eye on it, see what happens with it. I see the Raiders winning at least 10. I would take that, dude. I could see that all damn day, and I would take that. The hell does that thing jump like that, man? That was a huge jump. All right, we got to drop a 30 burger at least on the Panthers to control the pretty explosive offense. And that's the other thing. I really don't know how that game's going to come down because it could be just like we really control them out there and just try to keep up with everything that's going on that they're doing. They have a young coaching staff. They have a young team out there. I really think Gruden will just straight up outcoach them. I don't know if that game will be super explosive, but I think if it is super explosive, it'll kind of set the tone to everybody. Like, you're going to play us. We're going to beat you up on defense, and we are going to light you up on offense. And that's the team that I've wanted this team to be for such a long time, dude. Eldon is old. No, he is, dude. We don't need Fournette. We're good with what we have. Bob, what's going on? That one's tough for me, dude, because I don't know. That running back room still has me a little worried. It's just my opinion, but I don't know. That's a cool profession. Do you have the Raiders games? I got to get the ticket. I get the Sunday ticket to have them. Hey, son, I got 8 on the D-line. 2 deep on the 4 set, 5 linebackers, 5 safeties, 5 corners, and a mirror cut. Where should we have to invest more depth? On that D-line. That D-line, you're honestly probably going to keep 10 on that D-line. 9 to 10. Well, probably 9, and then I would add a linebacker on there. Honestly, you could add 2 to your D-line. You could add 1 to your linebackers, then cut 1 off your safeties room. That safety's it's only going to be 4 safeties out there. It's going to end up, it's going to be Randall, it's going to be Abram, it's going to be Heath, and it's going to be Harris out there. I think all 4 of those guys are pretty safe out there. Speaking of young age, thoughts on the run stopper Raekwon? He is healthy, bad against the pass, but put him in on run plays only. Truth, what's going on, dude? He's gotten better against the pass, not dramatically by any means, but he does, man. He struggles against the pass, but I think if we can get him in a situation to where he's just kind of spying the running back out there to where you have coverage behind him to where he's not worried about having to cover somebody, that's where he's going to make a world of difference. And with the depth we have on this defense, it won't be a problem. Raiders and some, what's going on, dude? Bob, we are in trouble. Yeah, we are. Like, that's what sucks to say. I didn't want to say it out loud, but no. I mean, if Jacobs gets hurt again with the running back room we have right now, we're not screwed, but it's going to hurt us, and it's going to hurt us a lot. We're keeping 4 safeties. I feel like with the major injuries to the opposing teams, we're going to be... Some of these teams out there are getting busted up quick, man. Who starts more games, Tanner Muse or Javen White? At this point right now, I would give the nod to Javen White out there. I really don't see either one of them starting too many games for us. I think Javen White hits that rotation before Tanner Muse does. Heath Harris, Abram, yep, you nailed it right there. RJ, what's going on? Tanner is not, no, he's not. He is not a starter. That Prince cut was kind of a shocker. That's why I said there's going to be a lot of these cuts that come down or kind of make you take a step back. And it is what it is, but I'm loving it, dude. Remember some thought Tyrone Wheatley was washed before he came to the... Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. And then look what he did for us. Don't sleep on Zay Jones, especially early in the season. I still think Zay Jones has a chance of going out there and getting one of those outside starting wide receiver positions. I know it's not a real popular opinion, but I think him and Carr have built that rapport out there to where Carr has a pretty good trust in him right now, and he has the speed to go out there and take people deep down the field if we have him, if we need him to. Can we keep 4 backs? We can, but the way that it's stacked right now, if we keep 4 running backs, it's going to be Jacobs, it's going to be Richard, it's going to be Bowden, and it's going to be Ingold. That's really why I want to get the 5th dude in there, because if we don't have that 5th running back, then you're counting on Richard or Bowden to go and take over that number 1 spot if something bad happens. Neither one of those dudes can take over a game and take 30 carries a game. It's not practical for them. It would end up screwing us out there. Tanner on special teams until midseason. Oh, yes, completely agree. Excited to see what Keenan Farrell does this year. Think about 13 pounds he gains are really going to help. Predict he gets 8+ sacks. Oh, dude. Bob, yes, I'm telling you, dude, I am huge on Farrell. I've said it like a million times on this show. Farrell played a damn good year last year for being a defensive end. He is not an edge rusher. He is a defensive end. He plays that spot awesome, and he's going to be a major, major part of this defense next season. How many people can we keep on offense? And you have your choice. The coaches and everything have their choices out there. Most teams, as long as they don't change like the front office or the head coach, they usually keep it the same. The Raiders kept 24 on offense last season, 26 on defense, and then our long snapper, kicker, and punter out there. I'm really hoping that we flip-flop it or at least go 25 and 25 this season. I think we can get away with it, but there's no telling, dude. A lot of those guys like to keep the same thing and then just build off of that, and just like a little tree they have at the beginning of every season. Carr might have a new Crabtree and Brian Edwards. A little shot. If he does, dude, I will take that all damn day. I want Brian Edwards to be his own man out there. Brian Edwards put out that article. He's not going to live up to the hype out there. I don't believe it, dude. I think Brian Edwards is going to go out there and excel this year. I think the 3 linebacker spots is a rotational position for it. It probably will be, honestly. And with how much nickel we play, it's going to be a very small, limited rotation, so we'll have to see. Mostly McMillan, though. That's a tough one, dude. I don't know. I want to see who gets cut out of that. I know Phillips is going to be next, but I want to see who gets cut after that. Proven run stuffer, he is, dude. 23 to 24 on offense. Yeah. Brian Edwards is going to be a nightmare. Dude, Brian Edwards in the red zone is going to be disgusting. Like, disgusting. Lawson over 29. What do you think? Renee, that's what I was saying, dude. I think Lawson might be another one of those surprise cuts that we see coming out, and I really think it's going to be us kind of pushing forward out there and just keeping with these young guys, letting them hit the field. Take that energy and let them ride it, dude. And if they get screwed, so be it. At least they're learning as they go, because the mistakes that they made, I don't know, there's going to be better, how do you say it? They're going to end up making a hell of a lot more plays than they make mistakes out there, and it's going to end up making this defense look really, really damn good out there. What linebackers that we got that came out of retirement? Oh, dude, what is that dude's name? I was just talking about him earlier with somebody. God, I have that somewhere. Hang on. Kyle Emanuel, sorry. Totally spaced his name for a second. But yeah, dude, Emanuel still has a serious shot at making this team out there. The Chargers, that's him, dude. Yeah, because they don't know what to expect from Edwards. They don't. And a lot of people will end up keying on him and just kind of moving forward. But as soon as you start to key on Edwards, it just opens up the rest of this offense. So you really can't stop it out there. So we can keep 5 backs, 3 quarterbacks, and 6 wide receivers. No. You can't. You've got to cut one of those. You can keep 5 backs if you only keep 2 quarterbacks out there, because you got to keep. They usually keep 10 for the offensive line, just so you have that rotation out there. You have to have backups of those guys. I actually took it down to 9, and I still needed to cut a quarterback to bring in a 5th running back. But 6 wide receivers seems to be the trend out there, so watch how that room shakes out too, man. Do we need Leonard Fournette? I'd take him if the price is right, dude. If the price is right and he comes in there with his head level, ready to play for a new team that's jacked up and ready to go, why the hell would you not take Fournette? At least bring him in. Bring him in and see what he has. What about the new tight end? Practice squad at best, dude. And 3 tight end. Yeah, it's going to be 3 tight ends. I mean, it's going to be Foster. It's going to be Waller. And it's going to be Witten out there. And then we'll end up moving that. I forgot that dude's name too. We have a 4th tight end right now that I really like. He's a young kid. He'll end up going practice squad. Nobody's going to touch him out there, so I'll take it. Gruden's got them shifty eyes. You know that's right. Little Sean, love this strip. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Lawson played all right in Week 16 versus the Chargers. That's what I'm saying. When he was playing that slot corner, he was looking pretty good about it. But I'm telling you right now, I really want to see Nixon take over that slot corner spot. The biggest thing for me is, do you put Mullen? Mullen is a starter. I mean, he's our number 1 corner out there. Who's going to play that up? A lot of people are saying it's going to be Arnett. I'm really leaning more towards Isaiah Johnson. I know he's kind of been struggling in camp, but any one of those combinations I will take out there. Let's just say it's Arnett because Arnett's the reason that Prince got cut. Those two were competing for that spot. He ended up winning it. So be it. More power to that kid. A lot of people doubted him being that 1st round pick for us. I'm glad he showed up. I think he had something to prove because of that. Beat out the vet guy. So Mullen, you have Arnett, and then you take that nickel spot and you give it to Nixon, and then you still have Abram and Randall sitting out there, and then you have Kwiatkowski sitting in front with Littleton and whatever run or linebacker 3 you want to put out there, and the defensive line rotation that we have. It's insane, dude. It is truly insane, dude. Who's better, McMillan or Manuel? That is a toss-up, dude. I've seen very little tape as far as Emmanuel being back. Before he retired, Emmanuel is better in the past, and they're both really damn good against the run. I'd give the nod to Emmanuel, but McMillan, if he's stepping up, and we traded for him. We gave up a pick for him. That's a big deal when Mayock gives up a pick for somebody. Finally got to see the live. I'm glad you made it out, dude. Last night's stream was about an hour long. Yeah, dude, last night's stream, you guys had me going last night. I'm not even going to lie. I was tired as hell at work today. Joko, you are right about cutting P.J. Hall. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to say. PJ, you kind of see coming just because they kept talking about him and he wasn't going to be ready. And they kept talking about his weight issues and he just didn't live up to it. So that kind of sucked to see because a lot of people were pretty high on him. Prince, I know I said it, but I'm still kind of shocked about it, dude. All the teams that have been pumping audio into the stadiums before and don't have to worry. That's what I'm saying, dude. That is what I'm saying. I will take that. Thing jumps so much, dude. It kills me. It's like I scroll a little bit, and I scroll one more time, and it just drops to the bottom of the screen real quick. Screw it. I'm going to move down to the bottom because it's getting late right now. But Log Splitter, what's going on? What do you think? Will blitz more? Oh, do you think we'll blitz? Yes, I think Marinelli's defense, it's pretty much all about attacking the quarterback and then just stop the run on the way. So, I think you're going to see a tremendous amount of different blitz packages out there this season. I think it's going to look a hell of a lot better. Offer Clowney too much money. I don't want Clowney, dude. And that doesn't Fournette have an attitude problem. Yeah, but if you were playing for a totally crap team that was really good and then they just sold off every piece around you but kept you there, you'd be a little pissed too, especially watching the team take a nosedive. So I think that attitude would change pretty quick. Yes, but Collins in, only 2 weeks till kickoff. Dude, man, I'm getting so damn pumped right now. Fournette's attitude can't be worked on by the coaches. It could, and I think it would be gone the second he got signed by somebody else. McMillan looks good enough. Dude, I'm telling you, he could. He very well could be. Yeah, I'm more straight with our defense line over getting Clowney to me, the Fournette. Ease, what's going on, dude? I think we can afford both of them. I think you're pretty damn right about that. All right, man. I'm sorry, but I got to cut this thing short. I know there's a bunch of people in here, but I got to wake up so early tomorrow. All right, so thank you all so much for coming out tonight. I'll be back out tomorrow. Got to see what news happens. We'll keep breaking it down. But until then, I'm sorry I had to cut this short again, dude. But I'm Son Joku. Please click that like button on your way out. It seriously does help me out. Mikey, what's going on, man? I'm glad you could make it out. Until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. I appreciate you guys all so much.